Beloved ones of the eternal light, I am Archangel Raguel, the angel of divine harmony, of right relationship, of celestial balance that restores peace where dissonance has lingered too long. I come now with the soft radiance of azure and white flame, the color of fairness, the light of true understanding. My purpose in this message is to guide you into a profound remembrance, that all souls are bound together by the threads of divine intention, and that the tapestry of your relationships, both joyful and painful, is the sacred classroom through which you master unity itself. Each of you walks the path of evolution not as isolated travelers but as members of intricate networks of consciousness known as soul families. These are groups of spirits who share resonance, purpose, and karmic connection across lifetimes and dimensions. Within such families, you have played countless roles for one another: the ally and the challenger, the lover and the teacher, the betrayer and the forgiver. Every interaction has served a purpose greater than personality or circumstance. You came together to sculpt one another into mastery, to polish the diamond of divine identity through the friction of experience. Now, as Earth ascends into a higher harmonic of light, these soul contracts are being revisited, rewritten, and harmonized. Many of you feel the stirrings of completion, relationships dissolving, new ones forming, old wounds resurfacing for resolution. This is not chaos, it is orchestration. The symphony of your collective soul family is retuning itself to the frequency of divine accord. Let us first understand what a soul contract truly is. A soul contract is not a punishment or reward, it is an agreement made between souls before embodiment, designed to facilitate growth, remembrance, and the expansion of love. You may have chosen to experience loss to awaken compassion. You may have agreed to encounter resistance to discover strength. You may have promised to mirror the shadow of another so that both might find the light. Each contract is an act of divine collaboration, an expression of love so profound that it risks temporary pain for eternal wisdom. In the lower dimensions, these contracts often appear as conflict or injustice because perception is fragmented. The human mind asks, "Why must I suffer this?" But from the vantage of spirit, you begin to see that every interaction has been a note within the great melody of your ascension. The discord was never error, it was the tension that allowed you to refine the chord of harmony. Now, as the frequencies of Earth accelerate, the old contracts bound by karmic necessity are dissolving. You no longer need to learn through struggle. The new paradigm invites you to fulfill agreements through grace. This is the harmonization I bring, the recalibration of your soul network so that love, rather than pain, becomes the teacher. Beloved, harmony does not mean sameness. It means resonance within diversity, balance among unique expressions of the One. Within your soul family, some are ascending rapidly, others still awakening, some choosing different timelines altogether. Do not grieve those who seem to drift from your orbit. Every soul moves according to divine rhythm. When the frequency of two beings diverges, the connection may pause, not end. In higher reality, you remain united through the eternal field of love. To harmonize your soul contracts, begin first with your heart. The heart is the master tuning fork of the soul. When it vibrates with forgiveness, the old chords of tension dissolve effortlessly. When it holds resentment, dissonance remains. Thus, your greatest act of mastery is not control but release. Let us walk together through a process of harmonization, one recognition. Bring to mind a relationship in your life that still carries weight and unresolved emotion, a lingering hurt, or even confusion. See this person before you in your inner vision. Allow the soul behind their personality to reveal itself luminous, eternal, made of the same light as you. Feel the truth, we are co-creators of experience. To acknowledgement. Say within your heart, I acknowledge the role we have played for one another. I honor the lessons we agreed to learn. I bless the divine purpose beneath our meeting. By naming this sacred truth, you shift from victimhood to sovereignty. 3. Releasing judgment. Judgment locks energy, compassion liberates it. Whether you believe you were wronged or you caused pain, surrender both narratives. Say, I release us from the old story. I now choose to see only the light that we are. As these words are spoken sincerely, old energetic cords dissolve and new currents of peace begin to flow. For gratitude. Give thanks for the growth that emerged through this connection. Gratitude seals the harmonization. It declares to the universe, lesson complete. I now integrate the wisdom and move forward in grace. Performing this process does not always require direct contact with the other person. Harmony is energetic, not necessarily physical. When the vibration of your heart shifts, the resonance of your entire soul family recalibrates. Know this truth, as one member of a soul family heals, all are uplifted. When you forgive, others feel it as a softening in their own hearts, even if they cannot name it. When you release bitterness, ancestral lines untangle. You are not healing alone, you are participating in the collective restoration of divine order. In this era, many soul families are merging with their higher counterparts across dimensions, what you might call your oversoul groups. These vast collectives contain hundreds or thousands of individual expressions, all facets of a greater consciousness. As these networks harmonize, you may feel waves of recognition, meeting strangers who feel like long-lost kin, sensing emotional currents that seem to have no direct cause, or dreaming of luminous gatherings in realms of light. These are reunions of the soul, the weaving together of fragmented extensions into one luminous field. Harmonizing does not mean all relationships will remain close in the physical. Some contracts will complete as their purpose concludes. When a connection fades, bless it, do not chase it. Its energy returns to the higher field to reconfigure into new forms. Others will deepen, becoming radiant collaborations rooted in shared service. You will find that as you ascend, relationships based on need fall away, and those based on resonance thrive. This is divine law. I, Raguel, oversee these adjustments with loving precision. When you call upon me, I enter your energetic field with the blue-white radiance of equilibrium. My presence does not impose harmony, it reveals it. The music of your soul already knows how to resolve itself once resistance is removed. I help you remember the tone of peace that was always there beneath the noise. At this time on Earth, collective relationships are also being rewritten. Nations, communities, and families are experiencing the mirror of karmic completion. The same principles apply on every scale. Forgiveness within one heart contributes to peace among thousands. Do not underestimate your power to influence the grid of collective harmony. You are not insignificant, you are a resonant instrument within the celestial orchestra. When you tune yourself to love, the entire symphony rises in frequency. Let us explore the essence of harmony more deeply. Harmony is not the absence of difference, it is the art of coherence. In music, a single note held too long in isolation becomes dull, but when combined with complementary tones, beauty arises. So it is with souls. Each of you carries a distinct vibration, a purpose within the grand composition. To force uniformity is to silence creation, to celebrate diversity within unity is to achieve divine music. Within your soul families, certain souls embody distinct rays or archetypes. Some hold wisdom, others compassion, others courage or transformation. Together, you form a living mandala of attributes. When you see through the eyes of spirit, you recognize that even those who seem to oppose you are fulfilling a role that strengthens your mastery. The challenger sharpens discernment, the betrayer awakens sovereignty, the healer teaches tenderness. Once the lesson is integrated, conflict ceases, for it has fulfilled its function. Beloved, many of you are now moving into the phase of co-creative contracts. These are agreements formed consciously in this lifetime between awakened souls who choose to serve the greater good together. Unlike karmic contracts, which are reactive, co-creative contracts are generative, born of love, not debt. You will feel these connections as effortless synchronicities, collaborations infused with joy, friendships that accelerate growth without friction. These relationships are signs of harmonized soul families entering their higher octave of service. To maintain harmony within such groups, practice transparent communication, grounded kindness, and shared intention. When dissonance arises, address it swiftly with honesty and compassion. Silence born of avoidance breeds distortion. Truth spoken with love restores balance. Remember, you are equals in light, even if your roles differ in form. There is a greater contract unfolding among all of humanity, the covenant of reunion with Source. Every soul, whether conscious of it or not, is bound to this divine promise, to eventually return to the heart of oneness. All lesser contracts serve this ultimate purpose. When you forgive another, you accelerate this planetary return. When you choose love over fear, you anchor heaven upon earth. In the coming years, many will feel the call to gather with members of their soul families in physical form. These reunions may occur through sacred communities, creative projects, or shared missions of service. When you meet such kindred souls, your heart will recognize them instantly. There will be a deep sense of ease, no need to prove or defend, only to create and celebrate. Honor these meetings as divine appointments. Together, you will anchor frequencies that one could not sustain alone. If you wish to invite such harmony consciously, you may call upon me with this invocation: Archangel Raguel, bring harmony to my relationships. Reveal the higher truth behind every connection. Dissolve all cords of conflict and restore divine order. May my soul family reunite in love, aligned with the will of the One. When this prayer is spoken from sincerity, I and my legion of harmonizers respond immediately. You may feel warmth in your chest, tingling in the back of the neck, or waves of calm. These are signs that the energy is balancing. Trust the process even if outer circumstances take time to adjust. Energetic harmonization precedes physical reflection. Remember always, no one can break a soul bond that is rooted in divine truth, and no one can sustain a bond whose purpose has ended. Release your grip on outcomes. Allow love to flow freely, and all will find its rightful place. As your planet enters higher resonance, the true meaning of family will expand. It will no longer be confined to bloodlines but recognized through frequency alignment. Soul family transcends biology, it is the gathering of spirits who share intention and heart resonance. You will find family among those who see you not for who you were but for who you are becoming. Together you will create a civilization based on cooperation rather than competition, the natural reflection of a harmonized soul collective. Beloved, harmony begins within. When your inner masculine and feminine energies balance, your outer relationships mirror that peace. When your own soul contracts between your higher self and your human self are aligned, you no longer attract conflict as teacher. Your field becomes a sanctuary where others remember their own balance. Thus, to heal relationship is to heal self. I leave you with this reminder: harmony is not a destination but a living vibration. It must be maintained through awareness, compassion, and choice. Every thought, every emotion, every action either tunes or detunes the instrument of your soul. Choose thoughts that resonate, emotions that uplift, actions that unify. In doing so, you become a bridge of peace between heaven and earth. I, Archangel Raguel, now extend my wings of blue-white flame around you. Feel the harmonics of peace spiraling through your aura. The chords of your soul family align, vibrating as one celestial choir. Every dissonant note finds its resolution. Every wound reveals its wisdom. Every contract transforms into blessing. You are the harmony of heaven made visible on earth. You are the symphony of souls remembering their unity. And as you love, forgive, and release, the music of creation itself grows more beautiful. I am Raguel, servant of balance, guardian of right relationship, keeper of the sacred tone of oneness. I bless you now and always, in the eternal sound of peace that never fades.